Christina. 105.1 The Buzz with Daria Mitchenstead, and look who's here.
Ted has a soulful expression during that song.
Yeah,
Dr. Michael Workman is here.
Dr.
Hello,
Michael
Doc.
Workman, cosmetic surgeon extraordinaire.
Hello. Dr. Michael Workman, you know him well if you are a longtime listener to our show. If you're new, he is a renowned plastic surgeon. He's a body augmentator. He does work on everything from the neck on down.
Yep.
He does more breast work, that's lifts, augmentation, implants than any other person in the Pacific Northwest area. And he is a friend of ours. Okay, there's some trouble brewing in Hollywood.
Uh-oh.
Can you turn around? I don't know if you need your glasses. Can you turn around and take a look at the cover that I posted on the wall here? It's our friend Kim Kardashian. It's not funny. This is a real problem, people.
Her butt's taking over
Basically,
her life.
I'll read Kim Kardashian, my butt won't stop growing. You can see the evidence for yourself, Doc. Look at the size of that ass.
What do you think about that butt,
It's
Dr.
out of
Workman?
control.
It is out of control. Has she been gaining
It
weight?
won't stop growing.
Oh, she was pregnant.
Yeah,
Wow.
her weight fluctuates, and she's Armenian, and I guess they according to the sisters,
That's where it grows?
They hold their weight in their butt.
Interesting.
What would you recommend for Kim, whose butt will not stop growing?
Well, I'd recommend she gets down to an ideal weight.
She can't.
She can't. Her butt won't stop growing.
Oh, really?
Her butt won't let her.
Well, probably liposuction. I think she probably, because it's growing, it's probably not muscle, it's fat. And she probably has too many fat cells there. And it is genetic because, certain races or certain nationalities, ethnically have, more fat cells or just a different, body composition.
Right.
So,
Dr. Workman, I'd like to introduce a little wrinkle you may not have thought of named Kanye West, who is not going to take kindly to having Kim Kardashian's butt liposuction.
No, he likes
In
that.
fact, if I know Kanye, he's on his
Bigger,
way. He's on his way here right now to take you to task. Don't worry, he's only 4'6".
You can take you.
So here's another question.
Okay.
Kardashian related, sort of. Bruce Jenner
yes.
is the Kardashian stepfather. He has some girls of his own. We have another story how Kim is very jealous of Kylie because she's so skinny and Kim's butt won't stop growing. Anyway, that's a horse of a different color.
It certainly is.
Bruce Jenner has had a lot of plastic surgery on his face. He doesn't deny that. But his most recent procedure has raised a lot of eyebrows. And that is he had his Adam's apple shaved off.
I heard about that.
Why would a man do that?
He's also been growing a lady's haircut.
There's the fact that he's growing a lady's haircut.
Also, he seems to be developing breasts.
Well, that we don't know. He could just have man breasts, okay? He
Moobs.
could have man breasts. What are some reasons besides a procedural sex change that a man would want to shave down his? Is the trachea the same thing as the
Yeah,
Adam's
we
apple?
call it a tracheal shave, and
Oh, gosh, that just
usually,
sounds so painful.
Yeah, it's usually done by men who are transgender or want to feminize themselves.
Okay.
And that I'm not going to say that's what's going on because I don't know what's going on.
Right, that's
but
what's going
that's
on.
probably what he's
So that
thinking
is what-
about. Yeah, especially if
Going on.
he has breasts.
Well,
he
I
may
know
well
that
be
was
on
Ted's.
hormones.
That's one picture
No, I'm
where he
sorry.
looks like he has some little dangly girly things.
Look, let me explain
and then he
to you
needs
how
a lift
moobs
of those if he's trying to.
He's
Moobs are
never been
different.
an overweight man.
Right, he's a
No.
little
He's
bit.
always been in shape.
Yep.
Moobs don't happen to in shape guys.
You got a
Moobs
point
happen
there.
To me.
Yes.
Dr. Workman, can you take moobs off?
Oh, of course.
Yes, we can. Usually moobs are, extra fat as we grow older, but some men actually have a medical condition called gynecomastia.
Ted.
Yeah, well, men actually do have breast tissue. 1% of breast cancer actually happens in men. And so, if you're a man or a woman, you have nipple discharge, or if there's any change in your breast suddenly, you ought to get in to see a doctor and probably get a
Definitely.
mammogram.
Right.
So that was a fun conversation
Yeah,
that died.
Oh, yeah.
Let's get back to
a medical doctor.
Bruce Jenner's freakish face.
Yeah.
So okay, what else would he have done then? I mean, is this the normal
Progression.
progression?
And
I mean,
again,
I
as we
don't
always say,
expect you to be an expert
nothing
in this.
wrong with it. We're not.
course not.
We're all just
No,
speculating.
I
on
would love it
what's
if he
going on.
said it though. If he
Right.
said, "You guys,
Here's what's going
I know
on."
there's been a lot of questions about why I took my Adam's apple away and why I'm growing a girl haircut. It's because
And the
I
boobs and the face.
identify as a woman and I
Right.
want to become one."
We would support
That'd be
him.
Fine, but don't just take your Adam's apple off and pretend nothing's happening.
Yeah.
We saw you pre-Adam's apple. We know
we know
it's
you,
gone.
Bruce.
I've got the Wheaties box.
Let me
got
ask
the
you.
Wheaties box.
Let me ask you one quick more question that's actually serious. So I read on a newsletter that you circulated that first of all, breast implants are they're they're not only not going away, they are on the increase every single year. That it's not just something that people do that want to be in like modeling or this sort of entertainment thing or whatever else. It's something that everybody is starting to consider if they don't like the size or shape, or if they want them perkier, post-children, or whatever else.
Yep.
But also that in 2013, for a long, long, long time, there was the early breast implants and they were silicone, and then suddenly everybody said, "Stop using the silicone ones. There's
Go
the
to
horrible.
saline,
Get away from the silicone ones and go to saline." So then everybody was using saline, and now saline has dropped to like almost like 20%. Everybody wants to use silicone. So is this a new, better, safer silicone? Is what I'm asking.
Oh, absolutely. We now have what's called the gummy bear silicone implant, and there's now 3 companies that have had it approved by the FDA. And the advantage of the gummy bear is it feels and looks much more natural. Whereas with the older saline implants, oftentimes to minimize rippling, we had to overfill them a little bit, and you get more of that grapefruit look.
Right.
With the new gel implants, they feel
They can be
and
more
they look
natural
more
breast
natural.
shape instead of just
Yes.
like a half cantaloupe.
Yep, absolutely.
As we see on some people that have a very, very skinny frame, except still feel the need to have these implants, Tori spelling.
Yeah.
Then there's this weird, like, ripply thing, and that's generally from saline implants, right?
It tends to be, or some women want to put the implants on top of the muscle, and so if you don't have a lot of breast tissue,
And you recommend not doing that.
no, go under the muscle in 98% of cases because mammograms are better. It gives a more natural look, and there's a lower chance of your body forming too much scar tissue.
Bruce Jenner, being a former Olympic athlete, has a lot of muscle tissue probably still in his chest. Would you recommend he go over or under if he wants, and you would recommend silicone for him?
Yeah, I would. I think that he probably doesn't have a lot of tissue, in the breast area. He probably doesn't have a lot of subcutaneous fat, doesn't have a lot of breast tissue, and so I think he'd be better off to go under the muscle if he was getting a breast dog.
Join us next week when we talk about Bruce Jenner's wiener, what he's going to do with it.
Quit dicking around, will ya?
He's a medical doctor.
DrMichaelWorkman.com, the website. Check it out. It's
Put him on a box of weenies.
it's very comprehensive. It has great before and after pictures, and pretty much answered any question that you might want.
Great website,
DrMichaelWorkman.com.
Thanks,
Except,
Doc.
I mean, we ask questions that aren't necessarily
What else?
I'm going to peter out of here.
ones that you would have. Okay, we
should
got to
end
stop
now.
him now.
Yes.
Stop him now.
One Republic on the buzz.